Greetings, I am Oasisvader and welcome to another video about scrap mechanic. And today I'm gonna be showing you some Jeep style vehicles that I made. See you guys in the video. And so here are my Jeep style vehicles, which I call the Avalanche. These are my two Avalanches right here. So you can see this is like the Jeeps that don't have any other part to it, just the metal roll bar, the bar that protects them in case they roll over. This one is very simple, like the trucks and all the other creations. Just one single suspension on one bearing for steering and stuff like that. And so one is the lights, two is the tailgate, three is the door. Strange, it should be number one. And then 4 is the hood. The hood is very simple, not much in the engine bay. Just the necessary. You can also see the controllers inside of there. And also the interior of the car, very simple interior. And this isn't such a bad off-roader. Has the normal suspension. You guys are gonna see that the other one has a much cooler suspension system. Anyways, this has very horrible turning radius because it has no downforce, so you don't want to be racing this thing because you're not going to be able to make turns. See, over here I really like this place because this is where I test out the suspension of my vehicles in this cornfield. Because it's so bumpy, you can really see how the suspension works on these vehicles. You can see they're not doing much work because they're very stiff suspension. And now moving on to the other Avalanche over there. And so now we have this Avalanche right here, which is a full body one. Still only has 2 doors, and I haven't made the 4-door version yet. And has a nice tire in the back. So let's get a better view of this vehicle from the inside. Still very simple interior. And I think 3 is still the 4. No. 2 opens up the doors and the little thing in the roof so you don't get stuck inside the car. And you can see back here we have the tire like a good old Jeep. And the little tail lights over there. And if you press 4, that opens that. If you press 2, that opens, yeah. 1 is the headlights, and oh yes, and 5 is its hydraulic suspension. So this technically still has 2 blocks of suspension. Even when the pistons are like this, it still counts as suspension. They still compress and stuff like that. And so that's 5. 3 still have a simple engine in there. And yeah, so very nice Avalanche, very nice Jeep style vehicle. Oh yeah, you can see through the grills, you can see the engine and stuff like that. Nice big bumper in the front and in the back. And this thing still only has 2 seats. And so I'm not gonna take it over there because I don't think it'll survive, but I will take it over the cornfield to test out the suspension. And the thing is, you don't want to have these on a very slow speed. You want these hydraulic suspensions to be very stiff because then your vehicle just bounces up and down a lot more than this. Let me show you how bad this gets when you have it at a really slow speed on the suspension. And so now I have turned down the suspension all the way to 1. Before it was on 3. And so now let's test out the suspension on the cornfield. And so we're getting there. We're almost to the cornfield. And you're gonna see it's gonna get really bouncy really fast. Just wants to go up and down like a bronco, like a horse. It just goes. It's a really bouncy vehicle. But this isn't the final version. There's one more version that is more suitable for off-roading. And so this is the final version of the Avalanche. And so if I press 2, no, if I press 4, if I press 5, you have the suspension, and if I press 6, you have the thruster. So you're gonna have much better turning with this thing. You're gonna have a much better off-roading experience. So let's take it over to cornfields, so we can test it on the bumps and stuff like that. This has a level 3 of suspension speed with it only extends 1 block. And then over here we can take it over here, like we did last time with the trucks. I'm gonna have that video in the corner. If you like off-roading vehicles, you're definitely gonna like the trucks. And yeah, this is very nice off-roading vehicle. It's still not better than the origami off-road edition, but it's still a very good vehicle. And that's all for today. I hope you liked the video of today. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Hit the like button if you really like what you saw here and you want to see more content like this. And hit the notification button if you want to be notified every single time I make a new video, post a new video. Anyways guys, have an amazingly blessed day. See you.